Let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Silvis.
And I'm Tony Mollett.
Welcome back to SLOTRODS, and welcome back to Night 2, Round 2 of our 3-night points chase we're calling SLOTRODS Underground.
We're going to be joining the crew in a few minutes, but first let's review our point system for the evening.
We have increased the points from Night 1 to 3 points for crossing start, 3 points for crossing finish in your own lane, 7 points for a win, giving you 13 possible points per round.
Of course, a disqualification results in 0 points.
As it should.
In no particular order, here are the point standings from our competitors on Night 2, Round 1.
Our rookies that joined us for Round 1 last time are all riding the bottom of the list. We'll give you an update on them at the end of the show.
On to the races. Round 2, Race 1, the Panther Pink Dodge Charger versus the funny car from the Razor's Edge called the Mad Bird.
Yeah, the Pink Panther must have been sleeping in the sun.
Well, he was definitely sleeping at the light.
And he paid the price for it too. Mad Bird for the win.
Round 2, Race 2, Michael Mack in the 67 Comet called Mean Streak versus Kelly Calkins in her Super Beetle called Good Vibes.
There's 2 quick hits on the light.
Good Vibes got about 2 car lengths ahead of Mean Streak around the 400-foot mark and never looked back. Winner, Good Vibes.
Round 2, Race 3, the 1950 Chevy Cabover drag truck called Cabover Pete versus my hot rod I call Bolt.
That's another screamer of a race.
I don't know, everybody seems to be getting faster in Round 2, man.
And that's Bolt for the win.
Up next, Round 2, Race 4, the Red Runner versus the Bird.
The Red Runner spun a gear in Round 1. Hopefully they got it back together. Would that be a jump?
Yes, it would be a jump. And that gave the Bird the win.
Round 2, Race 5. Kelly's Corvair versus Jake Rendos from the Razor's Edge in the Nightmare.
Nightmare got the jump.
That was quick. Oh, that was quick, yeah.
And cleared the Corvair by several car lengths, giving Nightmare the win.
Those Razor's Edge cars look like they picked up right where they left off.
The record could not make it to the line, giving GetX the competition bye.
Round 2, Race 7, the Contender versus the Batmobile. Ooh, the contender was slow off the line that time.
Batmobile by a sound margin. Round 2, race 8, Randy and the Cobra versus the 64 Chevy 2 called 420 time.
Wayne and Everday.
Oh, Randy, what happened?
Yeah, just shy of the finish line, the Mustang got loose on me and crossed center, and it cost me the race. .420 time gets the win.
At least you didn't wholesale the car. Good driving.
Round 2, race 9, Scout Rages versus Old Heavy. You know, Scout Rages had a hell of a run on her first time racing in the underground. Let's see if she does that good this time. Ooh, Old Heavy hesitated ever so slightly at the light, and it cost him the race. Scout Rages for the win.
Round 2, race 10, Tim Clark in the Fiero called Poison versus Michael Mack in Bootleg.
Mike just got the jump on Tim Clark.
Yeah, that ain't easy, and he made the most of it too.
Let's go back and take a close-up of camera 1. Poison had some trouble after the finish line.
Oh, he got tangled up on the side of the catch bin. Bootleg for the win.
Round 2, race 11. From the 724, we got Wicked versus another rookie from the Razor's Edge in Exodia.
Exodia won his race in round 1. Let's see if his beginner's luck holds out.
Now that's a drag race.
Tim was leading as they passed camera 2.
But Exodia came around on the big end and nosed him out for the win.
Round 2, race 12, a little Ford on Ford crime. 8-ball versus the Grim Reaper.
John stole the hit in the Reaper, and they were neck and neck past camera 2.
They were a blur past camera 2.
And Grim Reaper edges the 8-ball out for the win.
It's round 2, race 13, and it's about time. 2 Razor's Edge cars racing against each other.
Grumpy's Toy versus Golgatha.
Oh, Grumpy's Toy stuck the tire so hard on the starting line that he came up out of the slot. Then it was just exit stage left. Golgatha for the win.
Round 2, race 14, 2724 cars square off. The 59 Stingray called Prince versus the 57 Chevy called Ruby.
That race was as close as it was fast. You're right, Randy. These cars are getting faster as the night goes on.
By the time they cross finish, Prince managed to put a gap on that 57.
Round 2, race 15, from the Razor's Edge, Jake Rendos and Vengeance. And from the 724, the Fink Liner.
This should be a pretty lopsided race. The Fink Liner was having mechanical trouble in the first round, and word around the pit says they ain't get a chance to address it yet.
Well, at least the Fink Liner managed to make a complete pass. 6 points is 6 points on the second night of a 3-night event.
Round 2, race 16, Valentine versus the Manalishi.
Manalishi managed to get the jump, but Valentine came around on the big end.
Yeah, it was a good race, but Valentine for the win.
This race is basically a race for first place in the points race. The Cannonball versus the Red Reaper. Oh no, that's a terrible way for the race to end.
Red Reaper spun a gear, and by the signs of it, Tim was trying to blow the motor up.
The Cannonball just breezed his way up the list, and he forced the Red Reaper down the list.
Our last race of the night was supposed to be Black and Blue versus One Man's Poison, but OMP could not make it to the start, and that gives Tony the competition bye.
Cannonball has a tenuous hold on first place with 50 points. Valentine, Bootleg, and Vengeance are all tied up for second place with 45 points, which forces Red Reaper all the way down to 5th place.
Yeah, it's tough when you're falling down, because everyone around you's moving up at the same time.
Next time we'll be finishing round 2, and by the time we're done we're going to have a darn good idea what these standings are going to look like.
But on night 3, we'll be increasing the points yet again, so it's still going to be anybody's ball game.
So, on behalf of the 724 and the whole Slot Rod community, thank you for joining us in the underground.
So till next time, I'm Randy Silvas,
And I'm Tony Mollick.
and you've been watching
Slot Rods.